and gentlemen, the ceremony will be starting in 1 minute. Please take your seats. The ceremony will be starting in 1 minute. Please take your seats.
Hey folks, if everybody could take a seat, please. We want to get started and stay on time. That'd be great. Please take a seat in the bleachers. Come on in, come on in. Nice to see so many smiling faces. Speakers, yes, speakers, please come up and have a seat. We'd like to welcome you all to the NHTI Wellness Center for today's doubleheader basketball games versus Central Maine Community College. Prior to the start of men's basketball at 1:15, we have a special floor dedication ceremony. I will now hand it off to longtime NHTI men's basketball assistant coach and current White Mountain Community College president, Chuck Lloyd, who will MC today's presentation.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. And, it's good to be here. Good to somehow get invited to MC everything that happens here. I'm not sure how that works out. I will say it's an honor and a privilege because any of you that were here for the 4-hour-long retirement party that happened here back in the fall, I get the honor somehow of MCing all things retirement in this college. So I'm happy to hand that off if there are volunteers in the crowd. But I also say, when it comes to dedicating things, I also get that honor. I think I had opened last time and said I've got 3 major mentors from my time when I was here. One, Marty Hunt, business faculty, department chair, student senate advisor. The other, Mr. Steve Kasher, who's here today, former vice president of student affairs. And Paul Hogan will be the third. Marty Hunt was the first one out. We dedicated that room just above us, the Marty Hunt conference room, which became where our men's basketball team used to meet just prior to games. So I get to dedicate that. Next, Mr. Kasher retires, and we said, geez, we've got to dedicate something. So the Student Center, where the reception is later, is the Kasher Student Center. So we get to dedicate that to him, and I could not be more honored to be here, because this is all about legacy. What is left long after all of your hours and time and energy is put in. And that's really what today is about, is celebrating Paul. Once again, I'll call it the year-long celebration of Paul, but it really leads to legacy. And before we dive in too much, I want to introduce a gentleman, one of my new colleagues, Mr. Patrick Tompkins. Dr. Tompkins comes to us from Virginia. He's the new president here, and it's day 9, 10, somewhere in there. Not that you're counting or whatever, but it's already been a real pleasure to work with him on the system level. And we've had a nice conversation just recently, Wednesday week. He said, "Who is this Paul Hogan?" He said, "All I hear is Paul Hogan, Hogan this." I said, "You better clear your calendar the rest of the day if you want me to tell you some Paul Hogan stories." But in all seriousness, he's done so much for this college, for this community, for the state of New Hampshire. And I just want to introduce Dr. Tompkins to welcome us and say a few words. Please.
Day 10. I checked it. Well, welcome. Good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for joining us here at NHTI Conference Community College. This college exists to serve its community, to serve all of you here in the audience. And athletics is a significant part of what we do. And you can and look at the trophies and see the tradition of excellence that we have at NHTI in athletics. And why are athletics important? Because it attracts young people to our college, and they learn through their trials on the court and on the field about teamwork, about perseverance, about excellence, about performance. And our students are true student athletes. And so they're not just here on the court, but they're also in our classrooms and our labs, and they're members of our community. And so I just want to thank you again for joining us. I'll tell you just a little bit that I know about Paul Hogan. You're right, Chuck. I was hearing this name. And I was like, who is this guy? And all I know, my husband and my son and I were here. I don't think we were here 2 weeks. And I know who Paul Hogan is. And my son Amari, who's 9 and plays basketball, is signed up for Paul's Rip City camp here in February. So I'm not from New Hampshire, but I'm not dumb. Thank you all again for coming.
And speaking of basketball camps, if you just kind of look at that back wall, I'm not sure what that contract for all that signage looks like, Steve Cascia, but it's really well displayed, and I don't know if you want to renegotiate that contract at some point. So next up, first and foremost, we talk about community. Paul is all about community, and this doesn't happen. Projects like this, the support of athletics, the support of NHTI, and I'll say more broadly, the support of the community college system, without having great partners in the community. When we were here at the retirement party, I invited Tom Raffio up here just to say a few words. More importantly, he's the guy behind the scenes. He's the guy that says, how do we make things happen? And when I stood, and I'm pointing over there because the podium was over there last time, and I said, we want to make sure in the springtime we can dedicate this floor. We want to dedicate this floor to Paul Hogan. And I brought up a bunch of coaches. There are a lot of coaches in here who we've been saving our meal money for the last 10 or 12 years coaching, and we set it aside to help fund part of this floor. Well, this was a very expensive project. And the first guy to walk up and just whisper in my ear was Tom Raffio. He said, let me know if there's something I can do to make this happen. And through a conversation, and also with Tim Allison from our foundation at the community colleges, he and Delta Dental stepped forward to really significantly invest in this aspect of the community and a variety of others. So I'd like to invite up Mr. Tom Raffio, the CEO of Northeast Delta Dental.
Well, welcome. I know you want to see the basketball game, so I'll be brief, but welcome, Dr. Tompkins. I told him that he's going to love New Hampshire, right? We all love New Hampshire. So, I actually had a snowshoe race earlier this morning. Everything worked out. I did the shorter course. It was just at Canterbury. Showered in our office right across the bridge, and here I was here, one of the first people. I would never miss this, because the partnership just makes so much sense. Just in case you don't know, we partner on so many levels beyond athletics at NHTI. And as Dr. Tompkins said, these are student athletes. Coincidentally, I was shooting a little hoops with one of the varsity players, and the first thing he commented on was that he was doing great in school, not about the team. So I was really pleased to hear that. But we partner on the hygiene school, the Kemp Scholarship, the Dancing with the Stars, 2-time winner here, because I bought some votes, and I did the twist. But I'm a jock at heart, and as Dr. Thompson said, one of the reasons is it teaches you teamwork, and most of the star employees we have right across the bridge, when we interview them, 99% of them played some sort of sport, whether intramurally or at a level such as this, or beyond. But we've been doing this for 25 years. The one constant always was Paul, though. Because what I loved about Paul is even though he was the basketball coach in addition to being the athletic director, he was equitable in terms of the other sport. Candidly, the cross-country team was kind of fledgling. So we worked out a system where we gave Paul one check, and then he fairly distributed the monies, to all the teams, not just basketball. So it just made a lot of sense for us to get behind this project. Paul, I secretly must say though, on the side, we gave a little bit more money to the cross-country team, including getting them to nationals. We paid for their bus. But the one constant over a quarter of a century with this partnership, we've been through a lot of great presidents, including Steve, who was interim, Lynn, Bill, but the one constant always was Paul. So I always knew that the continuity of the partnership at all levels would be consistent and equitable and meaningful to the community. I love giving back to the community. It just made a lot of sense. So I'm just actually honored that I was asked to be here in the lineup today. So Paul, again, congratulations, Dr. Tompkins. Welcome aboard, and you'll be here for probably the same 25 years as Paul. So anyway, thank you all for being here. Congratulations, Paul.
Dr. Tompkins, no pressure. 25 years, you get that? No pressure. And Tom, always just thank you so much. We appreciate, I said this, this college, this community, but I should also say how much Tom does out in the community. If I go to an event anywhere, if I'm on a board anywhere, Tom is engaged in the community everywhere. He somehow is involved. And when I think of Delta Dental and Tom Raffio, I think of community and support and philanthropy. So just thank you once again, Tom, for everything you've done. Appreciate it. Now the next gentleman I'm going to invite up to speak, I've had a couple of people say, really? You're inviting someone from Central Maine? And I'm going to say this relationship goes back years. I got engaged in a relationship back in 03, 04, and it goes back years before that. And I'm going to tell you, this is the moment where it feels full circle. This was always a healthy rivalry, Central Maine and NHTI, here, there, many games back and forth, different sports, and it was just always a lot of fun. We always knew when we went up to play in Central Maine, we had our hands full. They'd have a great crowd. They'd have some sort of incentive and smoke and lights going off and whatnot. And at the center of it was a guy that put in the most energy we've ever seen into that whole atmosphere. This gentleman is Dave Gauthier, athletic director of Central Maine, head men's basketball coach. I believe it's student activities, res life, campus safety, and like 12 other things. But this gentleman has really become a friend, a partner, a colleague, and I could not be more excited to bring him up to the podium. Mr. Gauthier.
It's a little odd being here like this. All my kids are down there going, what are you doing? We're playing them in a little while. Thanks so much for inviting me to be here. They say that, Chuck stole some of my words, they say that you measure success and accomplishment by your doings and everything that you leave behind. If that's the case, Paul's a legend. I was here 25 years ago, and I know what NHTI was like before Paul. And I know what NHTI is like today. It's an entirely different place. And Dean Cassius has a big part of that, as well as Paul. You folks have just put it all together. And Paul's legacy will stand. He's developed programs, he's developed people. His history is everywhere. And I couldn't be more delighted to recognize him with a court ceremony. One, just to be here this day, to play on the court with Paul here is exciting because we battled for 20 years, back and forth. And I thought I would invite Paul to sit on my bench today, but I think that was appropriate. And I'm sure Herb would like the same thing. But congratulations to all of you. I'm sure the NHTI community knows what they had and what they have. There's an old saying that I'll leave you with that I think really fits the occasion, is that sometimes you don't know what you have until it's gone. And you think about that because Paul's legacy will live on. And thank you so much for allowing me to speak, and congratulations to Paul.
I'm sure if Paul did join you on the bench, he'd find a way to get a tee anyway, so we probably should keep him away from that. And I think we have enough officials here. We'd probably give some extra timeouts or something as well. I don't know how that would work out. Next gentleman, this is really a pleasure to bring up the next. This is a nice lineup, by the way. This is a fun lineup. Next gentleman to come up, Dave Levesque, DJ. I've gotten to know over the years. He played for Paul. He coached with Paul. His daughter Jordan went through camps. I actually got to run a camp with Meredith and Jordan coming through. And I hope you're hearing a theme here about just family. If someone is connected to Paul, you somehow become family. And I'm looking around this. I mean, this is a giant family. Yes, the units are here. I get it. But this family is bigger. And DJ is one of those. He's become part of the family. And most recently was just selected as principal at Franklin High School, which happens to be my alma mater. Go Tornadoes. Let's go. And the first thing he did is he said, geez, I'm going to call Paul. I'm sure he knows somebody there. He said, oh, Chuck was at Franklin. We met for a coffee at Dunkin' Donuts up in exit 23, and we just talked shop. And it was all because of the connection Paul had made many, many years ago that we come together and try to partner. So I'm going to ask DJ to come and say a few words, please.
I'm not sure why they asked me, just to be honest. Thank you. Hi, units. I was told to say hi to you, so I'm not sure. It is truly my honor and privilege to be here today speaking about Paul Hogan, a person who has not had only an immense impact on my life, but on the countless lives of others. I could tell you about Paul recruiting me, but he was actually watching somebody else play. I found out after I agreed to go to Penn State, he was actually recruiting somebody else. So I could tell you about that. I could tell you about in 1993 how Paul racked up a $200 cell phone bill, on the dime of Penn State College. Remember, cell phones really came out, and this was a bad phone. I could tell you about the time Paul sent me to scout at Bridgewater State. The game was at UMass Boston. I could tell you about the legends that Paul created at basketball camp. We have Honey Max, the Big E, the Big Bopper, Rig Dog, Princess Dalla, Easy E, and Big Al. I could share a story about Paul convincing every player on the team that his friend Eddie worked at the toll booth on I-93. That's why we got through free every time we were driving a state vehicle. He just had to yell, Eddie! I could tell you about the time Paul nearly broke his hand at Southern Maine. I could tell you it took me nearly 2 years to call him Paul because I was afraid as a coach I couldn't call him Paul. So it took me 2 years before I could call him Paul. I still call you coach more often, I think. I could talk to you about peanut butter pies, an apartment fire. People there are laughing because they know what I'm talking about. And the NCAAs, but my time is limited. I met Coach Hogan 35 years ago as a skinny Vermont high school basketball player. Since then, Paul has had an incredible impact on both my life, on and off the basketball floor. Paul has been a mentor and a steady soul for me as I have grown as a person. I decided to ask some former players and coaches about the impact they had on their lives. From Dave Morissette, Coach Hogan was more than a coach to me. He was a mentor, someone I looked up. I love the man. From Matt Swedberg, simply a mentor. How he communicates with kids, whether 10 years old or 20 years old. His kindness to my family and siblings and taking an interest in their lives was unbelievable. From Jim Carey, as a former player, assistant coach, and roommate, he has been an incredible mentor, and more importantly, even a better friend. From Mike Ronks, Coach Hogan was there for me when no one else would have been. He helped a lost, immature 21-year-old by giving him a second chance. From Ryan Adams, Paul has always been someone who was more than a coach, rather a mentor and a person who leads by example. He has always been a go-to person when he needed advice or direction. From my little sister Nicole, when I think about Paul, the first thing that comes to mind is how caring and supporting he is of you. No great example was when he came to our dad's funeral. As a player, I was able to use my full potential because of his coaching ability to connect with me as a person. He established trust. Honesty was understood. Communication was developed. And learning took place. These simple qualities that Paul embraced in his everyday life helped me become a better person. There are only few people that come into your life, often unexpectedly, and leave a stamp on you as a person. For me, after my family, that person is Coach Hogan. Every event that has happened in my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, Paul was there. Rarely did he give me advice, rather he just listened and offered his support. Paul is a respected educator, coach, and speaker. I believe he's better known for being an amazing human being and a coach. If anyone deserves this honor of having a court dedicated to the honor, it's Paul Hogan. So to you, Coach Hogan, thank you, congratulations. One last thing, let's give Coach Hogan one clap. One clap, two claps, three claps, one clap.
DJ, excellent summary. I mean, thanks for calling in some of the other guys' quotes there as well. We talked about family. Paul is about others. He's about people. He's about students. He's about kids. And Dave and I were just talking about this as well. We don't do these jobs. We don't get into coaching. We don't get into this for the wins. The wins are a byproduct of teaching, of coaching, of spending time with individuals. And this is not just 2 hours you show up for a basketball game. This is 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, mentoring, following students around, working with them, and these are relationships that are formed and formed forever. We have a lot of former players here. We have a lot of former coaches. And I'd like to just kind of look up to the crowd. How many of you coached with Paul somehow, somewhere, at the same time as him in a different sport? Please stand up. Those coaches, please stand up. Let's give them a nice round of applause, please. Former players, there are no former players, please stand up. And officials, you get into this as well. There are no officials. Some of you are always standing over into this group right here. This is where the officials are, everybody. We always try to have some craniums here. Awesome, thank you. And I do want to just recognize Pam for a moment as well, as part of the family here. I talked about the units, you get your due, but this is a family affair. When you coach, you've got to have a partner that works very closely with you, allows you to be away for long weekends, whatnot. So I'd like to give Pam Duffy just a nice round of applause. And as we do transition, this gymnasium was home for Paul, I know, for many, many years. This became home for me, and it still feels like home when I come back. I mean, I hope this isn't being streamed, but I'm wearing some NHTI stuff today, no photos. But, I'm no longer at NHTI, but it's always going to be part of me. And part of that is the legacy because of what Paul built here. And there's no better way to leave your mark on something than to physically etch it into a floor. And at this time, I'm going to ask Ed in just a moment. Ed Winters, by the way, if you have not met him, is our new athletic director here, filling some big shoes, but I'll also say a Franklin guy, so I'm super happy about this. So this is Ed Winters. If you have not met him, please meet him on the way by. We give him a round of applause too. Just to be right back. I'm going to read what it says on that plaque and ask Ed to take that off. This court was named in honor of Coach Paul Hogan on the occasion of his retirement. Coach Hogan inspired countless students and alumni for more than 2 decades at NHTI as NHTI's athletic director, sports management professor, and men's basketball coach. His sphere of positive influence was felt throughout the community, the state of New Hampshire, and beyond. With deep appreciation for his hard work, dedication, and leadership in athletics for more than 40 years, we recognize Coach Hogan. There is a giant, bold, love that in the middle of it, which is yours and my favorite t-shirt. And below, support for the Gym Floor Project was generously provided from individual and corporate donations to NHTI Athletics through the Foundation for New Hampshire Community Colleges, and we extend our gratitude to all donors. And I know some of those donors are here in the crowd, so thank you. Thank you especially to Northeast Delta Dental for their generous support. And it is engraved February 2023. Please remove and show us the back. That is beautiful, and I think there's a little more here. I thought this was like sacred ground, beautiful, and the whole group here, as they're walking chairs, just kind of traipse right across and sit down, no big deal. I'm going to ask for a volunteer to go to that set of sheets back there. Mikey, I think you get to do this one. If you want to go on the far side, Mikey, I'm going to ask you to remove that. And why don't we do like this count of 3 type of thing, Mikey? What do you think? Andrew, while we do this. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, I give you Paul Hogan Court. It's only fitting to ask Mr. Paul Hogan to come up and say a few words, please. Coach Hogan.
When I was a young boy, 7 or 8, my father, who was a college professor at Plymouth State, college then, would occasionally get the keys to historic Mary Lyon Hall, where there was an old gym, bowling alley, or sometimes to Silver Hall, which is where the college at that time was playing basketball games. So siblings would go, my brother Michael's here, he would get to go along, Peggy, whoever, go down, shoot hoops, and I thought, how cool is this? My dad's got the keys to the gym. And we get to go and play basketball and run around and be kids inside. And I just thought that was like the greatest thing. So I grow up in the little town of Plymouth, and I'm playing 3 sports. And I grow up and I'm involved in the community and rec programs and youth coaching. I coach my brother Michael's team, and, you know, when he was a 4th grader, 5th grader, whatever. And my dream was that someday I was going to be a varsity coach, but not in one sport, but 3. Basketball, baseball, football. I thought, yeah, okay, that's what I'm going to college for, and that's what I'm going to end up doing. But along the way, reality sets in, and, you know, if you can coach 1, that's great. And if you can have, a career out of it, then that's fantastic too. So you know, I wondered as I moved through my career if this was ever going to happen. And I look right in the front here, and my very good friend of mine, principal from my days in Litchfield, Dick Donegan, 1981 to 85, little Griffin Memorial School. He was one of the people that believed in me, believed in my ability, patted me on the back. And I was so lucky. And we all have people like that in our lives that do that for us and with us. And I'm forever thankful. And I won't be able to thank all the people, but we have mentors. And I see my smiling man, John Clark, right there, and Peter Coffer, and others here. It just warms my heart. So thank you for believing me. And when I made the big decision to come to NHTI, I was having coffee during camp with Bill Simonton, and I worked closely with Steve Cascia, who was vice president. So Steve Cascia, Mike Moffitt, Bill Simonton convinced me to take the leap of faith and come to NHTI because they thought that this would be the next step and a great opportunity for me. And so I did that, and gosh, it worked out great. It really did, and it was fun. And the part that was wonderful is, you know, this theme of the keys. Here are the keys. Develop, make it happen, let's go. And so I was able to also put in, you know, my philosophy. And some of those things are really important, because it really is about us. It's about it's our school, it's our gymnasium, it's our athletic program. And so, that positivity that I like to always talk about, it's an opportunity. Next time, next play. And really my favorite one that I use so much and I like to talk about is, I just love watching you play. I just love watching your team play. Those are like the greatest words ever. And so, I'm so appreciative Coach Gauthier is here today with Central Maine, because how fitting it is
that this is being done on a day when one of our great rivals and great relationship that we're sharing in Central Maine. So I'm really appreciative of that. So Coach Gauthier, a little heart rub for you. I don't just leave these out, I just want you to know. And you'll understand that in a couple of minutes, but yes, sincere. And the second thing that I wanted to talk about briefly is that, how proud I am of what we've done here. And I say we. But I'll go back to, as the athletic director, one of my first big decisions I had to make was, what are we going to do? There's the NJCAA and there's the USCAA. And both have their pluses and minuses. And working with him, we made the decision to go all in on USCAA. So kids can play for 3 or possibly 4 years. So our athletes that are in dental, radiology, nursing, engineering, that are 3-year programs, they can play longer. Or someone like Vesper, who's up here in the stands, can use all of his eligibility here so that he can go home and help with his family, support his family. So it ended up being a good marriage. But where I'm really going with this is Title IX. We just celebrated 50 years of Title IX. And I have 5 sisters. My father, our parents truly believed and instilled in us to be able to stand on our own 2 feet, support ourselves, develop our career, and do all those things. Well, I think Title IX goes right along with that, because it levels the playing field. It levels the playing field. So when I think about the impact of the athletics here with NHTI on the female side of the coin, I think about Katie Stockton. She came here, Steve Amber, coaches, Amber's sitting here, he recruited out of Claremont, Steve is high school, so I know you're happy. Okay? And she came here as a multi-sport athlete, and she ended up having a fabulous career. She led the USCAA in scoring 3 years in a row. And here's a young lady who wasn't even sure she could play college sports. But the best part is, she graduated radiology. She's one of the top radiologists in the country. She's on speaking committees all over the country. And she's in the USCAA National Hall of Fame. Proud? That's awesome. And the second one is Heather Searles. You see her banner up there. So Tom Rafferty talked about cross country. Another great success story. The opposite of Katie, because Katie had her act together coming out of high school and Heather didn't. Heather came, and Heather hadn't played sports. And she didn't believe in herself. She didn't play sports. She wasn't a great student, but she came here, found herself. Coach Tom Walton and Perry Seagroves paved the way, got her involved. She played. She ran cross country 3 academic All-Americans and national champion in 2008. She's now practicing dental hygienist in the Nashua, New Hampshire area, doing great with a young lady. So I think NHTI provides a fabulous opportunity for athletics, schooling, inside and outside of the classroom. What better thing can you have? And it's the belief and the help and the support of the coaches and the faculty and staff that really make a difference with that. So I'm really proud of that. And I want to go back to that belief piece. Because Central Maine, you've got a guy right here, okay, that really cares about you. So I'm going to ask you right now, okay, to give him, Coach Gauthier, 2 big claps. 2 big claps. And NHTI, you've got a whole, because you're in your hometown area, you've got a whole supporting cast, including Coach Harris. So 2 big claps. And 1 snap. See, we do a little extra for NHTI. I wanted to bring that up because Coach Levesque's been practicing in front of the mirror. He's learned that over the years, and that's what makes it fun. And the sports are fun, and it adds to school. So as I wrap up today, I just want to thank all our speakers. They're just absolutely fantastic and captured the moment, and I can't say enough. So give them 2 big claps. I really want to thank the committee because I know Deb and Sue and Chuck and Sherry and others, the secret committee of this, made this happen. I haven't been allowed in the gym in 3 months. So the players want to, they say, come on in to help me with my shot. I'm not even allowed in the gym. So I really appreciate that. 3 big claps for the committee. And all the players, former, current, staff members, students. There's a number of NHTI students I've had in class over the years that are here as well. Really means a lot. Current coaches, former coaches, special, just very special. And family. Family, I'm from a family of 9, as I stated, and family has always been right there, behind the scenes, supporting. We all support each other, and they've been very supportive of me, and I'm just truly humbled by their support. And my wife, Pam, just very special. And thank you. It's wonderful to be able to share this with you. And you get 3 little heart ups. So thank you. And as I close, I'm overwhelmed with this honor and all the support over the years. It's been fun, and we've been able to accomplish a lot of great things. And I just want to thank NHTI and all the people involved, and for this, and the keys to the gym, and the keys to, an exciting career. So thank you so very, very much for being here.
I just want to, first of all, thank everyone for being here. I want to again thank our speakers. I want to formally welcome Dr. Tompkins into the NHTI Greater Concord family, as well as John and Amari. In just a moment, I'm going to ask Paul just to stay here and do a photo in front of Hogan Court, so we can get a couple of photos there, and if people want to come through just for about 5 minutes or so, then we'll let the team start warming up. And then there is a reception in the Kasha Student Center with cupcakes, cakes, etc. I want to add my thanks to the committee, Deb, Sherry, and others for putting this together. And thank you all for being here. And please join us and then come back for the game starting at 1:15. Good luck, Central Maine. A little extra luck to NHTI. Thanks, everybody.
Welcome one and all. It's time for basketball. You are watching NHTI Lynx as they host the Southern Maine Community College. It should be a great contest between the two teams. Central Maine Community College Mustangs. Sorry, I feel like I said Southern Maine. Central Maine is going to be the team in black. The Mustangs are currently the #1 ranked team in the YSCC. The Lynx are the #2 team in the YSCC. These two teams played once earlier this season on November 17th, 2022, where Central Maine won 89-85 over the Lynx. Joe Canty for NHTI puts up a three. That one rebounded defensively by DeMarco McKissick. And now the Mustangs bring it down. Wyatt Hathaway for a three of his own. Can't find it. Central Maine's going to keep it. Number 5, Wyatt Hathaway, who just took that three-pointer, the sophomore 5'11 guard, dropped a career high 33 points on NHTI in their previous meeting this season. Central Maine lining up for another three. That one doesn't fall. Andrew Fagans gets the rebound. That three-pointer short, and in transition comes Boston Caldwell. He's able to get by the defending Joe Canty for the first basket of the game. Joe Canty in some trouble. That one's stolen away. Hathaway gets it. End-to-end go the Mustangs. And laying that in is Cam Pollock, a freshman Mustangs guard. Elijah Flocky for three. That one high off the glass. Fighting for the rebound is Fagans. Jump ball called. This one's going to remain in possession of the Mustangs. Central Maine on the attack again. Hathaway takes a step in. That jumper goes a tad long. Caldwell gets the rebound, fighting for it still. Hathaway's able to recover. That one blocked down low by James Jones. The Mustangs keep it. Hathaway inbounds that one to Caldwell, who gives it right back for a catch and shoot. That one off the mark. Lynx get the ball on their own baseline. Sean Riley possessing it here. Passes to Elijah Flocky. That's a long two off the back of the rim. Follows his shot, gets his own board. Kicks one into the corner for Sean Riley to put up a three. And NHTI is going to keep possession. McKissick, the last one to touch that before it ran over the baseline. The Lynx inbound. James Jones puts up a shot. Floats that one in over McKissick. Here are the Mustangs again, wheeling around the offensive zone. Pollock tries to pass one down low. James Jones intercepts. 3 minutes gone by. 4-2 the score. Mustangs leading over the Lynx. Sean Riley works his way in, takes on all challengers, and gets the bucket. All knotted up at 4. Sean Riley back into the games for the Lynx. He's missed the past 4 games due to a dislocated pinky. And he jumps into the play again, gets the steal, the ball back for NHTI, passes one to Andrew Fagans, who drives down low, no foul called. Lynx turn it over. Pollock comes up with the steal. Wyatt Hathaway fakes the shot into the corner for Cam Pollock. Nothing doing there. James Jones, why not? Why not? Give him the space, he'll take it. The big man pulls it from beyond the arc. That offensive foul called on Cam Pollock. It's the Lynx back possession in a big time. If you're just tuning into the live stream for this contest before the game, NHTI had a ceremony honoring longtime coach and athletic director Paul Hogan, as this basketball court was actually named after him. It's now the Paul Hogan Basketball Court. NHTI for three again, this time Andrew Fagans. That one off the mark. Lynx able to keep the ball here. Coach Hogan is the only head coach in NHTI history to win 500 or more games. He coached here from 1999 to 2022, just retiring last fall. Technically retiring from full-time over the summer, but finally able to step down from his interim position in the fall. Andrew Fagans knocks down a mid-range jumper for his first basket of the game. NHTI now lead by 5 by a margin of 9-4. And the Mustangs trying to answer foul called on James Jones. Refs didn't like that body contact in the corner. Into the game for the Lynx, number 11 Anthony Gauthier, number 4 Rich Harley. As Elijah and Joe both get a well-deserved rest. Mustangs inbound that one near the half-court line. They're able to keep it. Nice bounce pass to open up some space. Can't knock down the three. Mustangs do get the board, and that one's a lot easier than the three. That's Corey Sinohosa, his first basket of the game. James Jones, another three-pointer. Nothing but net for the big guy. James Jones has 8 already. Largest lead of the night for NHTI, 12-6 to score with just under 6 minutes played. Seven seconds to shoot. Hathaway has to make something happen. A give and go, catch and shoot. Sinohosa gets another one. Back-to-back baskets for him. Andrew Fagans pulls up, long jumper, splashed in. NHTI playing in the press against the Mustangs now, trying to make it difficult to break out. No problems there. Sean Riley nearly got the steal. Jeremiah Simeon comes into the game for the Mustangs. Austin Caldwell's back into the game. And that's a long two, knocked down on Caldwell. James Jones is feeling it. That one left a little bit short. Mustangs get possession. Kenray Amatamero also into the game for the Mustangs. Nice ball movement by the Mustangs. Awarded with a shot, an easy one. For Sinohosa again, he's already got 6. Mustangs cut into the deficit. Now trailing by just 2 over the Lynx. Sean Riley, some space in the corner, puts up the three. Gauthier gets the offensive rebound, called out of bounds on the baseline. Jackson Ruhlke gets the rebound off the Boston Caldwell three. Fast break fashion come the Lynx. Rich Harley drives down low. Foul called as he goes up. Montemero called with the foul. Harley will head to the line. First one doesn't fall for Harley. Harley does make the second. Back into the game. Brady Shower actually in for the first time. Jonathan Hernandez. Nice screen set by the Mustangs, opens up a short-range look. They can't knock it down. A foul is called on Sean Riley. That sends DeMarco McKissick to the line for the first time to shoot two. McKissick misses the first. Mustangs trailing by 3. Over 2 on the freebies. Gauthier sends one down the court quickly to Jackson Ruhlke. NHTI slow the offense down a tick. Ruhlke lines up a 3, and it splashes in. Big bucket for Ruhlke. Here's a Sean Riley steal, end-to-end he goes. The soft lay-in, good for an easy 2. Pollock down the court to McKissick. Right back to him to set the offense up. Into the corner they go. Jeremiah Simeon gives it back up top. 10 seconds for the Mustangs to pull the trigger. Crashing down low, guarded by Gauthier. Offensive foul called. Anthony Gauthier swings one all the way into the corner for Sean Riley. Back up top for James Jones. He drives down low. A nice pass to John Hernandez, but he can't bake in a short-range try. Here's Wyatt Hathaway, the three-pointer, just off the mark. James Jones gets the defensive board. Sean Riley with some more space to shoot a three. That one left a tad short. Hathaway gets the rebound. Kickball called on Gauthier.
Good ball, Central Maine. Now,
that inbound pass nearly ran too far. We've got a foul called here on John Hernandez. Mustangs crashing down low. Hard-working basket there by DeMarco McKissick. His first 2 points of the game. Joe Canty to Sean Riley for three. Off the far side of the rim. Austin Caldwell has some space. End to end he goes. Lays one in over Joe Canty. That's 6 for Caldwell. John Hernandez to respond. Gets his own rebound. That second chance blocked, foul call. That foul called on DeMarco McKissick. So far, the free throws aren't falling easily for either team. There's been just one made in the game so far. Hernandez goes 0 for 2. NHTI still leading by 4 over CMCC. The Mustangs with some nice passing to get Caldwell a chance down low. The bank's closed for that shot, though. Gauthier driving baseline, going up with it. Both teams defending the paint well. Hathaway for three. No good. Offensive rebound gathered by the Mustangs, stolen away by Joe Canty. And it's a 3-on-1 chance for the Lynx. Passing down low to Hernandez, and he banks one in. Caldwell for three. Cuts the deficit in half. Caldwell's got 9. He leads the game in scoring. Anthony Gauthier nearly got the putback. That's a big three-pointer from John Hernandez. Extends the lead back to 6 in a game where both teams are loving the three-pointer. Hernandez gets the steal, gives one short to Gauthier. Andrew Fagans takes his time, misses, but Gauthier's right there. That's Ant-Man's first basket of the game. Mustangs trying to respond. It's Caldwell down low. Hernandez back-to-back steals on back-to-back possessions. And some pleasantries exchanged. Into the game for the first time in weeks is Amarion Miller. He's missing time due to a knee injury sustained here in their game against Great Bay. Joe Canty, no-look pass to Rulke, opens up a three. Off the right of the rim, rebounded by Jonah Mincy. Amarion Miller ties up the big man and gets the jump ball call. Mustangs keep it here. Possession arrow is going to give the Lynx the next jumper. The next jump ball, that is. Down the court we go. Hathaway has it, guarded by Canty. Mincy inbounds that one to Semuhoza. The Mustangs swing it across the court to Henderson. And now it's Hathaway with it. Wheels back up top, passing to Pollock. Mincy kicks one out to the corner, an open three for the Mustangs. That one airballed long. Amarion Miller gets the rebound. He wants to go end to end. Euro step move. Offensive foul call. NHTI is going to take a full timeout here. So far, to sum up the scoring for you for the Lynx, James Jones leads the team with 8 points. Sean Riley has 4. Jackson Rulke has 3. Anthony Gauthier has 2. Andrew Fagans with 4. And John Hernandez with 5. And now for the Mustangs, Sam Pollock has a pair. Boston Caldwell has 9, leading the team. And Pore Semuhoza has 6. And DeMarco McKissick has 2 of his own. Out of the timeout on their first possession, the Mustangs couldn't knock down the 3, but another foul called there on John Hernandez. That's his second of the game. James Jones checks into the game for Hernandez. There's been some hard fouls so far, but it seems like the refs are keeping this one close to the vest as far as any sort of contact goes. Ton of space, stepping in and blocked by James Jones. He stepped straight into that block. Down the court come Lynx. Amarion Miller banks one in. That one assisted by Joe Canty. That's Miller's first basket of the game. Sean Riley nearly stole one away from the Mustangs. The Lynx pressing hard, trying to get any steal they can. They lead the game by 10 thanks to a ton of turnovers so far. And now the Mustangs with 10 seconds to shoot. They go for the lay-in. No good. Sean Riley gets the board. Down comes Canty and Rulke. A little too fancy. Another foul called on Joe Canty. He can't believe it. That's his second of the game. Already in the bonus are the Mustangs. They'll shoot 1 and 1. Jonah Mincy misses the first, but the Lynx turn it over the baseline. Central Maine ranked 1 in the conference, 5th in the nation. NHTI ranked 2nd in the conference, 8th in the nation. Mincy fouls Sean Riley onto the Lynx basket. Sean Riley has a look from the corner, and it's good for 3. Sean Riley is the best three-point shooter on NHTI. NHTI is also the team that attempts the most three-pointers in the entire nation. They love having him back in the lineup after that hand injury he suffered the last couple of weeks. Mincy bounce pass to Hathaway. Foul call. Hathaway's at the line. He's shooting 1-1 here. And if you remember, Hathaway scored a career-high 33 when the Mustangs beat the Lynx back on November 17th. And that's just his first point of this one. Corey Simohosa's back in for the Mustangs. Hathaway about to shoot that second free throw. And free throw is still hard to knock down for both teams. Marion Miller, why not? A three-pointer. That one had a good line, just a little too much juice. Lynx keeping it. Jones has it down low, kicks one back up top. And Joe Canty takes a breath, slows down the offense. James Jones wants to go baseline, passes short to Rookie, and he lays it in for 2. Largest lead of the night for the Lynx. 34-20 with 3:40 to play here in half number 1. Mustangs having a tough time finding shots to fall. They've had open looks. Joe Canty makes a nice move, buys some space for himself, pulls the guard. Sean Riley couldn't splash in the 3 despite having the space. Cam Pollock for 3, reels around the rim. James Jones gathers it. Canty pulls up. That one was dramatic, but it stayed out. Foul called on Marion Miller as he reached around. Seb Clerville comes back into the game for the Lynx as Marion gets a rest, and Caldwell's back into the game for the Mustangs. Pollock's at the line, shooting 1-1. The Mustangs are 2 for 6 from the line tonight so far. Make that 3 for 7. Jackson Rookie for 3. No good. Hathaway, the catch and shoot. Off the front of the rim. Clerville gets the rebound. Passes to Canty on his left. Joe Canty gives us a nice little highlight. Those are Canty's first 2 points of the game. The Mustangs just can't knock down these mid-range jumpers. The paint is defended well. The mid-range shots with some space aren't falling. Nothing's working for the Mustangs right now. Maybe this will work for the Lynx, and it does. Sean Riley with the three. And Gauthier takes a timeout for the Mustangs as the Lynx have all the momentum, leading by 17 with 90 seconds left in half number 1. Sean Riley leads the entire game in scoring. He's got a total of 10. Coming out of the timeout with just 90 seconds left, we'll see what the new Mustangs game plan is here. Trailing by 17, shots are just not falling for them. They're 1 for 14 from 3. For those of you not incredible at quick math, that's 7%. I only know that thanks to Mikey on my right, the stat mercenary. For those of you who follow Lynx basketball, you know him well. NHTI shooting 6 for 19 from beyond the arc. That's 31%. 15 seconds for the Mustangs to shoot. Kickball called on James Jones. That's going to reset the shot clock to 20. How are the Mustangs going to choose to attack? The threes aren't falling. Hathaway tries to make one. And now they're 1 for 15 from beyond the arc. Something's got to change. Joe Canty zips one to Gauthier. Canty cycles all the way back up top, knocking it down. Canty's now got 5. Canty steals it away. Oohs and ahs from the crowd on that one. Down low to Gauthier. Fouled on his way up. Hard landing, but he appears okay. That's DeMarco McKissick's second personal foul of the game. Gauthier misses the first. It's his first trip to the line tonight. He shoots around 60% from the free throw line. On the season, he's NHTI's leading scorer. Gauthier goes 1 for 2 on the pair. He's now got a total of 3 points. Final 20 seconds in half number 1. Down low, the Mustangs find success. That's Summerhoza again. He's got 8. 6 seconds left. One last shot for the Lynx in half number 1. Canty into the corner for Jones. The buzzer beater. No good. Going into halftime, NHTI lead over Central Maine, 43-24. Stay around in 15 minutes. We'll be back. And we're back, about ready to start the second half here between Central Maine and NHTI. NHTI leading 43-24. Pretty good shooting from beyond the arc for the Lynx. 7 for 21, half number one, 33%. Central Maine, they shot just 1 for 15 from three. 6.7% for the Mustangs. Joe Canty down low. Lynx already trying to get fancy with it. They come up empty there. Boston Caldwell takes his time, lines up a three, and still the Mustangs' troubles from beyond the arc continue. Joe Canty up top to James Jones. Loose ball goes into the corner. Lynx able to keep the handle on it. Joe Canty has it, 10 seconds to shoot. He wheels to the right, goes down low, into the corner for Flocky, the three. Off the near side of the rim, Canty wants the rebound, and he gets it. Now he'll try and line up the three. No good. Flocky chases, loses the race to Hathaway. Hathaway, mid-range jumper, foul call. That's Elijah's first foul of the game. Hathaway makes his first of the pair. He's shooting 2 for 3 so far. And Hathaway's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Flocky from the corner, long. James Jones, offensive rebound. Foul called, shot waved off. That's Jaden Henderson's first foul of the game. Lynx inbounding from the Mustangs baseline. Lynx trying to run that same inbound play. James Jones has it on the post, goes to work. Defended well by McKissick. Henderson has it, Canty guarding him. Mustangs lose possession on that pass that ran out of bounds. 2 minutes played so far in half number 2. James Jones pulls up near the free throw line, and it's good for 2. Jones now tied for the scoring lead this game. Him and Sean Riley both have 10. Hathaway, a three. Offline. Jonathan Hernandez back into the game for NHTI. Andrew Fagans gets his first rest of the half. Hernandez inbounds up top to Canty. James Jones lost the handle. Sean Riley's able to keep it for NHTI. Bounce pass down low to Flocky. Lynx trying to set back up. They've got to move quick here. 5 seconds to shoot. Joe Canty on the left side. Hard contact. Down to the floor he goes. Foul call. That's Joe Canty's third foul of the game, his second offensive. Jaden Henderson's pass way offline. And the Mustangs still continue to struggle finding that offensive stride. Sean Riley, the three-pointer a bit short. Caldwell gets the rebound. Caldwell called for a travel, and the troubles continue. NHTI leading by 19. James Jones wanting to go down low, spins. The jumper's offline. Mustangs get the defensive rebound. Up the court they come. Loft pass to Caldwell, and he lays it in. That's 11 for Boston Caldwell. Nice give and go. Jackson Rookie, the recipient. Four turnovers for the Mustangs in 5 possessions. Sean Riley down low to James Jones. Foul call. That's Summerhosa's first foul of the game. Jackson Rookie finds Rich Harley as the inbound target. The Lynx, who shot so many threes in the first half, are working so well down low. Here's John Hernandez, a jumper. James Jones gets the board and the putback. James Jones working hard down low, pays off. James Jones in some discomfort. Like he took an arm to the face. Just some incidental contact, no foul or anything called on it. Awesome. Caldwell has it for the Mustangs. Charging through the defense. Lofting one high off the glass was Jaden Henderson. His first basket of the game and a difficult one at that. NHTI, 10 seconds to shoot. Sean Riley with some space. Splashed in. That's 13 points for Riley. Basket and the foul. Jeremiah Simeon will head to the line to try and make it 3. Simeon can't make the freebie. Mustangs are going to keep it here on the baseline. James Jones Lets everyone know that he's all good by coming back into the game for Rich Harley. Mustangs inbound, wheeling it up top. Another errant pass from the Mustangs. James Jones gets the steal. There's been so many Central Maine turnovers, very uncharacteristic of the #1 team in the conference. They have given the Lynx gift after gift in terms of possession. Now it's Hernandez, down low, banks it in. Hernandez has 7 tonight. Rulke gets a steal on the stretch pass. James Jones to Gauthier, an easy 2. The Lynx pressing hard. They want the steal, no foul called there. Caldwell launches a deep 3. No good. Gauthier to Rulke. Can't slam it home. Hernandez is blocked on the second try, but a foul is called. Hoza, a hit from behind. Rulke was feeling it. He wanted the dunk. Just in too close quarters to the basket. Had to almost jump backwards to get up there. This is Hernandez's second trip to the line so far. He went over 2 on his first free throws. And he makes it good on the first one. And 2 for 2 there for Hernandez. Another turnover for Central Maine. Their woes continue. Travel called on the near side of the court. Jackson Rulke, it's online. Reels around the rim, no good. Sean Riley wanted the steal, no good. Finally, the Mustangs make a 3. That's Cam Pollock from the corner. That's a blocking foul called there. That's Kenray Amadamero's second foul of the game. And that sends Hernandez back to the line for 2 more. James Jones, the steal and the basket. 14 for James Jones. The Mustangs cross half court. Boston Caldwell takes on all challengers, laying one in for 2. Caldwell has 13. He leads the Mustangs in scoring so far. Nice pass from Gauthier, and now a catch and shoot, but a travel call. NHTI leading by 24, their largest lead of the night. On the other end of the court, Samahosa gets the bucket. Now he's got 10. Montemero gets another foul. Now he's got 3. He's the only player in any sort of foul trouble for the Mustangs. And for the Lynx, Joe Canty has 3 fouls, as does John Hernandez. Jackson Ruhlke, the left-handed lay-in. Ruhlke's having a nice game as well. He's got 9. The Lynx scoring very well-rounded. Jones with 14, Riley with 13, Ruhlke with 9, and Hernandez with 7. NHTI take a full timeout. As for the Mustangs, their scoring is coming from primarily 2 players. Boston Caldwell has 13, and Emporio Samahosa has 10. Out of the timeout and ready from the baseline, the Mustangs inbound. Haywood into the corner. Hernandez gets the rebound. Hernandez up for a tough 2. Another offensive foul called on the Mustangs, and their offensive turnovers continue. That's Ashanti Haywood's first foul of the game. 10 minutes to play here in half number 2. Gauthier for 3. Off the back of the rim. James Jones, right spot, right time, gets the putback. 16 for James Jones. He's having a big game. Kickball call, 20 seconds back on the shot clock. Mark McKissick's back into the game as Samahosa gets a rest. Nice bounce pass down low to McKissick, an easy 2 for him. Gauthier's pass tipped, but still connects with Hernandez. And now it's Ruhlke from the corner. No good. James Jones gets the offensive board. Down low to Ruhlke again. Lays that one in for a much easier 2. The Lynx have 3 scorers with 10 points or more. Haywood knocks down the 3. Seems like the Lynx actually have 4 scorers with 10 points or more. Hernandez has 10, Ruhlke has 11, Riley has 13, and Jones has 16. Hernandez is 3 offline. Mustangs get the rebound. Cam Pollock, the three from the corner. He's now got 8. Mustangs finally finding that three-point shot that's been missing all game. And may almost be too late. Sean Riley responding with a 3 of his own. No good. Once again, James Jones, the offensive board. John Hernandez with the bucket and the foul, and 1. Hernandez misses the free throw. NHTI leads 71-47 over number 1 conference-ranked Central Maine. Some of the best ball NHTI's played all season. McKissick down low, guarded by 4. Can't make it. Hernandez gets the rebound. The story of this one has been a ton of turnovers offensively for Central Maine. And a ton of offensive rebounds for NHTI. NHTI is out rebounding the Mustangs offensively 18-8, creating tons of second chances, leading to an incredible amount of points. Back into the game for the Mustangs, Jonah Mincy. Jackson Ruhlke misses the free throw. That's about the only thing that hasn't gone well for NHTI. The free throws are not going in easily for the Lynx. James Jones, the big man, gets the rebound. Crosses half court for NHTI. Risky pass to Hernandez. Now Ruhlke with space. No good. Pollock the 3. Pollock's really starting to find it. He's now got 11. Back-to-back three-pointers for Cam Pollock. Another full timeout called here. Play resumes here. Omarion Miller launches a 3. That one a little bit short. And a foul called here. That one on Omarion Miller. And that's his 3rd of the game. Haywood steps in. Back to the rim and out. Mustangs get the rebound. The mid-range jumper doesn't fall either. Mincy can't make it as well. The Mustangs struggling to shoot well tonight. Anthony Gauthier, hard contact near the baseline. Ball called out of bounds. Another foul called on Amarion Miller. Now he's got 4. Joe Canty comes into the game for Amarion Miller. Canty's got 3 personal fouls. He's got to be careful. Haywood floats one in, banks it off the glass. He's now got 5. Sean Riley with all the space, cashes in. "16 points for Riley. And 1. That foul called down low on Riley. Simeon makes the freebie. He's now got 5. Joe Canty has it up top. Passes to John Hernandez, who gives it back. Mincy gets a steal. Here come the Mustangs. Pollock guarded by Canty, spins. Nice ball movement by the Mustangs. Henderson gets the bucket, assisted by Mincy. Timeout taken. That last play was the best the Central Maine offense has looked all game long. They still trail heavily in this one, but there may be just enough time left if they can keep the offense clicking like that. Under 5 minutes to play in this game. NHTI leading 74-57 over Central Maine Community College. With a Lynx win, they'll be tied for the #1 seed in the Yankee Small College Conference. And with the conference tournament just around the bend, both teams are hoping for that bye. Anthony Gauthier, a 3. Foul called on Jonathan Hernandez. He's got 4 fouls now. He's got to be careful in the final 5. Henderson makes the first. Verlucki comes into the game for Gauthier. And Henderson makes them both count. He's now got 6. The Lynx are leading still by 15. Their largest lead of the game is 24. Central Maine is picking up the slack quite a bit here toward the end. John Hernandez extends the lead back to 17. He's got 14 total points. That shot airballed to the right. The Lynx ball. Canty to Hernandez, the 3. Rattles off the rim, stays out. That one off the heel of a Mustang, running over the baseline. Lynx ball yet again. Sean Riley crosses half court. He goes all the way in. Foul call. Offensive foul called on Riley on that last play. That's his 3rd of the game. Corsa Mahosa back into the game for Central Maine, as is Wyatt Hathaway. Hathaway with the ball now guarded by Canty. Had a career game the last time these two teams played in November. He scored 33 points. Tonight he just has 3. Ashanti Haywood floats one in. He's played well in the second half. He's got 7. Jackson Rulke over to Canty, slowing down the offense. They've got 10 seconds to shoot. Canty looks up. Passes to Rulke, some space. A 3-pointer offline. Foul call. Mahosa misses the first.
Come on, box out.
And he makes the second. After the Lynx turnover, the Lynx hustle back on defense. The Mustangs have found their stride here late in the game, maybe with just enough time. Mahosa gets the close ranger. He's now got 13. 30-second timeout taken. NHTI still lead by 12. 2 minutes, 19 seconds to play in this contest. Joe Canty's in some trouble. The pass runs away. Out of bounds it goes. The Mustangs get the ball back. Realistically, the Lynx just have to use their shot clock, keep possessions alive for as long as possible, and kill the rest of the time in this game to hold on for the win. The Mustangs' offense has worked very quickly here in the late stages of this game, and it's been incredibly efficient. And now the Mustangs going to work again. Hathaway, the long three. James Jones gets the rebound. He's able to get the ball into the hands of Joe Canty, and up the court come the Lynx. Foul called here on Haywood, his second of the game. That sends Sean Riley to the line. Riley misses the second. He's got a total of 17 points after the made free throw. Canty gets the steal. Foul call. James Jones and Joe Canty were hungry to go end to end on that one. Canty makes the first. The Lynx lead by 14. And Canty goes 2 for 2. Right now, James Jones is just 1 assist shy of a triple-double. Mustangs unable to get that layup. A couple of blockers back for the Lynx. Hernandez has it near the sideline, and he's called for a travel. The Mustangs launching a three, reels off all sides of the rim, stays out. Canty gets the defensive rebound. And across half court he comes. Slows down the offense. 45 seconds left. Pulls up for three. Back of the rim and out. Canty called for a foul there. That sends Haywood to the line for the first time tonight. He'll shoot 2. And he makes the first. Haywood makes them both. He's now got 9. All of those points coming in the second half for him. He's been one of the Mustangs' best players on offense here in half number 2. Sean Riley wheels around. Mustangs pressing. No foul called there. Hathaway gets the steal. 23 seconds left. Foul called. Basket waved off as it is offensive. That's Samahosa's 3rd foul of the game after the charge. Harley gets the inbound, gives it back to Clerval. He's able to cross half court easily. And another foul call. This time on Jeremiah Simeon. Sean Riley will be shooting 2 here. And he makes the first look easy. He's got 18 total points. This is his first game back in 2 weeks after a hand injury. And he leads the entire game in scoring. Can't make the second. At 18, he'll stay. And the Mustangs running out the clock for the last few seconds. One more 3-pointer. No good there. The Lynx winning this one 80-66 over number 1 ranked Central Maine. And now the top of the YSCC leaderboard is all tied up. 2 teams sharing the top of the podium with the conference tournament just weeks away. Thanks to everyone for watching this game between number 1 ranked Central Maine and number 2 ranked NHTI. The women's game will be played just after this. I've been Berkeley Stevens, and I'll see you on the next one.